Hello guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Rune Words. So today we're going to be taking a look at an interesting helmet that is not so interesting. It is Radiance. Radiance is a 3-socket rune word. It is Nef, Sol, and Ith. And this particular rune word is kind of weird. It's a little weird. It's a level 27 hat. And at level 27, you'd probably be much better off using something like Lore or any other kind of helmet rune word that is better. And there's not a lot of good helmet rune words, I'm going to be honest with you. You got things like Dream and Delirium and whatnot, but they're a lot higher level. And I feel like there's a lot better helmet choices in uniques and set items than Radius, but we're going to go over it nonetheless. So it is NefSolIth, and it shares the Soul rune with the Lore helmet, which is interesting. And we have a level 27 requirement, which is of course because of the Soul rune, and that's important to remember because if we're going to make a Lore helmet for the +1 to skills, it might be better just to make that. We have 75% enhanced defense, so it's not going to have terrible defense. We have +30 defense versus missile. We have +10 to vitality, +10 to energy, and 33 to mana. So we've got a decent amount of mana there with +10 energy and 33 to mana, and a decent amount of health bonus as well. We've got damage reduced by 7, which of course comes from the Soul rune. The Lore helmet is going to have that also. And that's going to reduce all incoming physical damage by 7 exactly. Which is useful. We have magic damage reduced by 3, which is the same thing. It's going to reduce all incoming magic damage by 3 exactly. We have 15% damage taken goes to mana, which is the effect of taking physical damage and converting it to mana, but you still take the physical damage, all right? So if I take 100 damage as a melee or a ranged character or whatever, if I'm in there in the thick of it and I'm getting beat up and I get hit for 100 damage, 15 of that damage will be converted to mana. I will still take 100 damage, but I will regain 15 mana. So a very interesting plus to mana helmet here. And I think that's really the main draw to this helmet, is that if you really look at it, you can think about it like this. I'm getting mana, I'm getting life, I'm getting energy, right? So I'm getting lots of mana, I'm getting lots of life, I'm getting 15% damage taken goes to mana, which is going to increase the amount of mana that I have incoming every time I get hit. I'm also going to have some damage reduced by effects as well and some defense to help me out. So all in all, I'm almost like a very defensive piece of armor with a decent bonus to your life and mana, which is nice. If I was a melee paladin or a melee barbarian who was struggling with mana, I could see putting this on. If I was a sorceress, maybe. If I just, I don't know. I think I'd probably have the plus to skills, but if I was really suffering on mana, I could maybe see it. But if I was really suffering on mana on a sorceress, I'd probably just put 3 tier runes in a helmet for +6 to mana after each kill. So there's also that. Now, if we go into Catacombs, it also has a +5 light radius. Of course, that's the Radiance effect. So as you can see here, we've got the wall right there, and if I stand just far enough away from the wall, and then I put the helmet on, you'll see that the wall lights up. So it does give you a larger light radius, and it does make things visible from further away. Not really sure why anybody specifically would build light radius. It's useful, don't get me wrong, but I don't really ever miss it. And it's usually on just about every piece of equipment in some way, shape, or form. There's usually like a +1 light radius here or a +3 light radius here. That by the time you build your character, completely ignoring that light radius exists, you've got a pretty decent amount of plus to light radius anyway from random pieces of equipment that you find along the way. I don't know exactly what to think about this rune word other than it does have some niche uses, but at level 27, I feel like there's better helmets that you could be wearing at this particular point. And unless you're specifically hurting for mana, and you would love to have that damage taken goes to mana, the energy, and the raw mana that it's offering you, I don't know. Maybe a low-level energy shield sorceress would get a decent amount of use out of this because of the huge mana bonus, the vitality, the damage reduced by effects, and also the damage taken goes to mana. Maybe all that would come together to make a pretty decent low-level energy shield sorceress helmet. Other than that, I can't really think of what this helmet would be used for right off the top of my head. Obviously, the mana has absolutely no effect on the mercenary, so so you take that out of the equation entirely. So the damage taken goes to mana, and the energy. None of that really affects the merc. So so we are left with what? It's not even really a good merc helmet, is it? Anyway, thanks for watching my videos, and keep watching.